This is the home stretch. Now, the time to cut through all the noise. This decision has never been more serious, but it all boils down to one simple choice. Do you want a president who fights for a select few, or one that's fighting to give a fair shot to everyone?
I believe that this country succeeds when everyone gets a fair shot, when everyone does their fair share, when everyone plays by the same rules.
In this country, prosperity has never trickled down from the wealthy few. Prosperity has always come from the bottom up, from a strong and growing middle class. This is a make or break moment for the middle class, and we've been through too much to turn back now.
That's what this president stands for. That's the message that's driving his campaign. Meanwhile, today, Governor Romney went shopping. There he is, pushing his own cart. He grabbed a few ears of corn, picked up some wild cherry Diet Pepsi. Looks like he's expecting company.
Hey guys, some folks coming over today. Are you going to cook today? I'll make my own dinner, yeah. That's not exactly cooking.
He's not exactly cooking, but he's given us plenty to chew on. This weekend, he hit the campaign trail with far-right Tea Party candidate Richard Mourdock. Now, you remember Mr. Mourdock. He's the guy who doesn't believe in compromise.
I certainly think that bipartisanship ought to consist of Democrats coming to the Republican point of view. Bipartisanship means they have to come our way.
That message must have spoke to Mr. Romney, because here's what he had to say about Mourdock.
We got to get this guy elected in the U.S. Senate. You know that?
Mr. Romney's made even more friends than just that. This year's list of speakers at the Republican National Convention is an all-star lineup of far-right Republican governors. There's Ohio Governor Kasich, the man who launched the war against unions in Ohio. Governor Nikki Haley, who pushed South Carolina's controversial voter ID law. And how about Governor Susana Martinez? She slammed the DREAM Act, even though her own grandparents were undocumented immigrants. And last but not least, Governor 36% approval Scott, the man responsible for the voter purge, the man who wants to drug test welfare folks. Take a look, because these people give an idea of what Mr. Romney would offer in the White House. And the president has made that clear.
This time, they want even bigger tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans. This time, they want even deeper cuts to things like education and Medicare and research and technology. This time, they want to give banks and insurance companies even more power to do as they please. They have found a nominee for president who's promised to rubber stamp this agenda if he gets a chance. I tell you what, we can't give him the chance. Not now. Not with so much at stake. This isn't just another election. This is a make or break moment for America's middle class.
So, folks, this is a make or break moment. We are in home stretch, just 3 months left till Election Day, and the stakes have never been higher or more serious. All distractions. The fact of the matter is that we have more money that is going to be spent on this election than any election in history. The fact of the matter is we have more at stake, being that we're in a slow recovery. Really, Americans and what they do in 92 days will decide the economic policies, because clearly Romney, by his own surrogate's admission, is Bush, just more of Bush, and President Obama is going another direction. This could not be a more of a contrast between candidates and more of a contrast between directions.